Yo, what's good, boys? This is a case study breakdown about my student Max and how he scaled to $9,000 in profits per month in 3 months with his mobile phone business. But before we get into that, if you haven't met me yet and this is your first time seeing my handsome face, hi, I'm Charlie Cochran. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Australia, and I run a mobile phone business. And in my lifetime of running my mobile phone business, I've made over $380,000 in pure profit. And I started as a beginner at 16 and now I'm 18, like I said. So let's just cover my story real quick before we get into the details of Max and how he scaled. So in the beginning, I was 15 years old. I got kicked out of high school and I was living alone out of home in like some shitty share home, some broken down university dorm. And since I was kicked out of school, I had to get a job to pay for the rent in this share home. So I got into a full-time fast food job. Absolutely sucked, bro. Like, I hated it so much and I just felt like a geek, bro. I felt like an absolute loser. Like, I was getting $400 paychecks. I was just working in this greasy and gross environment. Like, it was sweaty, oily from the fry. Just disgusting. I don't know about you guys, but I just hated that. And then it was just boring zombie work. Like, it's literally just doing the same thing over and over and again, just for like terrible paychecks. Like I said, $400 paychecks. So I wanted to learn an online business. I tried drop shipping, IG theme pages, Forex trading, SMMA, NFTs, you name it. I probably did fail it. No, I put 2-3 months into them. I'd make a little bit of money, a little bit of success, but ultimately just didn't really get me anywhere. And then I started a mobile phone business, and after 3 months, I hit $10,000 in my 3rd month. In my 9th month, I hit $20,000 in profit. And then now, to this date, I've made over $380,000 in pure profit with my mobile phone business, and I have not worked a single job in 2 years. And now my life kind of looks like this. Like, just this year alone, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Japan, I've been to Fiji, and matter of fact, 5 days from now, when I'm recording this, I'm about to go to Bali, all for my first time. Somebody who previously never traveled in their life has now traveled to 4 different countries in 1 year. 4 different new countries I've never been to, 4 amazing, beautiful countries, experiences to live that I never used to be able to live, I can now live. And then other things I've done is, like, I've bought a AMG, a $50,000 AMG at 18 years old. And not even to talk about this, when I get back from Bali, I'm checking out my new F82 M4, which I'm purchasing in cash. For some people who don't know, being in Australia, it's like impossible to get a finance at my age. So I have to buy it in cash, but I have the ability to do that because of this life I have now made for myself with my mobile phone business. But now, scrap that. You're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to know about how Max, my student, made $9,000 in his 3rd month with his mobile phone business, and with the information I gave him and how he did it, just the whole complete breakdown so you guys can copy it for yourself. And with the information I've taught him after his 3rd month, he is now consistently making $11,000 per month with his mobile phone business. So you guys basically learning how Max is now making $11,000 per month and how you guys can do it too with a little bit of hard work and a little bit of grit. So first of all, let's actually meet Max. So before the mobile phone business, Max he just finished high school and he got into a full-time supermarket job, 40 hours. For all you Australians who are watching this right now, I'm sure you guys know Coles, the supermarket. That is where Max worked, and he absolutely despised it. It was early wake-ups, long hours, boring work, $2,000 per month. I'm sure we all know working as a Coles worker would absolutely suck. Working in a supermarket just sucks. And he wanted to learn how to make money online, right? So he tried sports betting, tried drop shipping. Both failed due to lack of money and lack of results, and this is according to what he said in his student interview. The last video I posted is actually a 20-minute student interview with Max himself talking about a bunch of stuff, a bunch of value. So if you want to watch that video after clicking off this video, feel free. Just make sure you watch this entire video because, matter of fact, don't click off this video. You're not obliged to. You need to watch this because if you've never made $11,000 per month ever in your life, watching this video will be the most valuable thing you can do because you will know how to make $11,000 per month. So you're obliged. You're not allowed to click off this video. But after you click off this video, when you're done watching it, feel free to watch that interview. But now, Max, he made $9,000 in his 3rd month, starting from complete scratch. Here's the proof there. And matter of fact, here's a funny photo he sent me of all of these iPhones. Absolutely amazing. I love it. But now, Max has now quit his 9-to-5. So after these 3 months, Max has quit his 9-to-5 to focus on his mobile phone business like completely. And now he's making $11,000 per month consistently. Here's proof again. And here is him saying, I'm in the matrix so hard, whilst he was in his Coles supermarket job. But yes, like I said, here's the proof with the mobile phone business, $11,500 profit. And like I said here, if you've never watched this video, I mean, if you've never made $11,000 in a month, watching this is a must because you'll know exactly what to do. But now, since making $11,000 per month consistently with his mobile phone business, Max has now changed his lifestyle dramatically, and he's able to do things like traveling. Like this year, he went to Bali, and straight after Bali, he went to Japan. And he also bought his dream car, also all at 18 years old. In just a short amount of time, was able to buy an Audi TTS in pure cash, travel to countries he's never been to before. Just an absolute lifestyle change from his mobile phone business. But now let's actually talk about how Max scaled from $0 per month to $9,000 per month in just 3 months. And this was split into 3 different stages for each month. So stage one, month one was the foundation. This is learning the ropes. This is where during this time, he was able to make $1,000 in his very first week. That was his best result out of that stage. And then stage 2, which was month 2, this was implementing strategies that increased profits by 3 times the amount. And this, he was able to make $5,210 in profit in just 3 weeks. And in the interview, the one I talked about before, he did in fact say in that stage 2, month 2, he was able to make $6,500 total in profit in his second month. And then month 3, stage 3, scaling to $9,000 per month, and that is where he hit $9,000 in his third month. So let's actually break down exactly how he did this and how I helped him get to this point with our coaching. So as we can see right here, first week done, just over $1,000 profit in his first week of his mobile phone business. And this is exactly how we did it, and I helped Max get to this point in stage 1. So first of all, we onboarded Max. When I mean I onboarded Max, we hopped on a call, we said what's up, organized everything. Then I gave him access to all the video modules that he will need for stage 1. And these include the introduction, so he can actually understand, you know, what a mobile phone business is, the basics, all that stuff. And then buying phones and selling phones, because a mobile phone business, for you people who do not know yet, here, this is what it is. A mobile phone business is acquiring phones with strategies and then selling phones with strategies. That's all you're doing. So a mobile phone business is one of those business models where you're just focusing on actually making money. So it's not like, just to give a few examples, it's not like organic drop shipping. You need to continuously post vids until you eventually get one that pops off. So you're working with no relation to actually making money instantaneously. So the input, like you do a bunch of inputs to eventually get an output. With a mobile phone business, you do the input, you instantaneously get the output. So you buy a phone, you instantaneously sell it and make a profit. So that is basically how a mobile phone business works. It's just focusing on pushing the business, making money. And as you keep making money, you keep implementing new strategies, plug and play, to the point where you can just get to these $9,000, $11,000, or even for me, a $20,000 a month. It's just focusing on pushing the business. So that actually is what it is. Yes, like I said, gave him the video modules. He binge watched them all in a day. Like I said, it is an easier business model. All we needed to do was make Max know the basics of how to do each one for stage 1. So then, straight away, stage 1, acquiring strategies. This is how he was actually getting these phones in for his mobile phone business, so then he could get them out and make a profit and make that $1,000 in his first week. So first one was Facebook Marketplace Finding. So what Facebook Marketplace Finding is, I call it this name, Facebook Marketplace Finding Strategy. So this strategy is going to Facebook Marketplace and finding these under market valued phones, because people chuck up their phones on Facebook Marketplace not actually knowing the price at which they can sell it at. And some of these people do in fact like sell these phones at extremely low prices. So all we have to do is get them and sell them. Proof right here, as you can see, Max, I just bought this 13 Pro for $650 and he's selling it for $850. So that's what it is. He just buys a phone and sells it because that person listed it to under market value on Facebook Marketplace. That is all it is. And how to actually do this, the best piece of advice, if you want to just go like buy a phone and sell it right now for a profit, the easiest way to do it is go to Facebook Marketplace on your phone, go to the search bar, search up iPhone, and each time you go back to that Facebook Marketplace search bar, it'll say iPhone, and if another one has been added to that, like another iPhone listing has been added to your Facebook Marketplace, it'll say iPhone, and then underneath it, it will say +1 since searched, or +2, or +5, or +10, depending how many have been added since you last searched iPhone. So all you gotta do is check that every 20 minutes, and then find a phone that is under market value. I will get to what an under market value phone is in a second. That's all you do. You just find these cheap ones, and then when you find a cheap one, simply all you message them is, there's two things. So if you want to be a person that drives and picks up phones, totally up to you. All you gotta do is message them, sold, I will pick up instantly, and I'll pay in cash, no hassles or dramas. And pardon me, obviously a person's going to say yes to that because you're going to pay the price that they listed it for, and you're just being super easy. And the second one, to actually get it delivered to your house so you don't have to leave your house, is simply by saying, hey, if you could deliver to, then state your postal address, like state your area, your district, your region, whatever you want to call it, your town. State that and say, because I will 100% buy it and I'll pay in cash, no hassles or dramas. And to see if they say yes. If they don't say yes, offer them $20 extra. So it just seems like they're getting paid more due to the fact that like you're buying it at their listed price, and by saying you're giving them $20 extra, it might give them an incentive to actually deliver it. But that is how to actually do it. Next is the Facebook Marketplace negotiating strategy. What this is the same as the other one. You click on your iPhones in the search bar to see if there's more iPhones listed, and when there is no iPhones listed, if they're not cheap and they're at a price that's pretty average, at a price that maybe you can only make $50 profit on or $100 profit on, just you want to make a minimum of $150. By the way, guys, like I said, I will get into how to know what phones sell for, the market value, all of that in a second. But Facebook Marketplace negotiating is literally the same as the finding method, but the price of the phone is not a price you can make a profit on, so you just message them something else. And how you actually message them is just by saying, hey, I will pick up right now and pay in cash if you would take, and then state your price. That is if you don't mind picking up. I will be honest, there is more of a success rate if you are picking up phones, because a lot of people just don't want to deliver. Yet again, that is your choice. I will say personally though, my first $10,000 per month and my first $20,000 per month, I was in fact driving to pick up phones. I was probably spending more like 3 to 4 hours per day on the business, but yet again, that is 3 to 4 hours a day, which is half of the full-time 9 to 5 life, whilst making $20,000 in my 9th month. So do keep that in mind. Let's not make it sound like driving around and picking up phones is a bad thing, but if you can get them delivered, that is 100% a benefit. And we will talk about strategies in stages 2 and 3 about how you don't have to deliver and you can still make a lot of money with strategies. Let me get to that in maybe 5 to 10 minutes. But so it's pretty much that. And if you want the phones delivered, you just say, hey, I will 110% buy this phone. I will pay in cash if you would take, state your price, and then state that if you can also deliver to, then you state your town, your area. So that one isn't that big a success rate because you're asking for less money and you're asking to deliver. People do say yes though. It has happened before. It still does happen to me. I will give people an offer and for them to deliver it, and they still say yes, because like I said before, I do not leave my house for my mobile phone business. My goal with my mobile phone business was to make $20,000 per month with as little time as possible without leaving my house, and that is what I've achieved, and that's how I'm now teaching Max. But anyway, to actually understand and determine market values, this is how to do it. So first of all, I'm just going to tell you right now, and I'll also leave you a freebie, as you can see right here, link in the description. I'll get to that in a second. So how do you actually determine market values? So let's say you want to determine the value of an iPhone 12. You search up in your Facebook Marketplace area iPhone 12 and you see the most median price. That's the word, median price, the price that shows up the most, or the relevancy in the price that shows up the most. So if you search up iPhone 12 and there's 10 phones listed, 2 of them are at 500, 2 of them are at 200, and the other 6 are at 350, 360, 370, 380. Your market value will be in between there. So I would personally always go somewhere in the middle. If there's 4 prices, 350, 360, 370, 380, I'd go 370. I'll go 370 if you guys get what I'm saying. So that is how you determine a median of a price. So you do that for all the phones. You know the median price. That is how to figure it out. The best way to actually figure out the exact selling price of a phone is selling it and knowing that you sold that price, you sold that phone at that price, meaning it will continue selling at that price. But anyway, to make your life easier, I've made this sheet right here, which documents the live market value for October, the time of recording this, for every single iPhone, every single model, in every single gigabyte, in every single majority of markets. So I've got USD, so I've got the US, UK, Australia, Canada, Europe, I think New Zealand too. So that is the live, like that's the majority of markets and audience that I have. But this sheet right here just shows you the exact selling price of every single phone. Selling price meaning do not buy at this price because this is the price you will sell at. So as long as you get it minimum $100 below this price, of course, depending on your currency, because Great British Pounds is worth about 2x Australian dollars. So $150 is about 75 pounds. So you want to get it minimum 80 pounds below the price on this sheet. But the way I actually made this sheet and determined these prices is all the data I've built over the last year of coaching coaching people how to start and scale a mobile phone business, and data from all my students, all the people I know, and my own experiences. So I've built this sheet. It is pretty accurate. Of course, it's not going to be 100% accurate because me, myself, I can't legitimately just go to the US, sell an iPhone 11, 128 gigabyte, and then write that on the sheet, because that's quite possibly just not realistic at all to get all the prices on this. But they are very, very realistic. It's yet again a rough estimate. It's very somewhat realistic. But yes, if you want it, it's the link in the description. You can just go click it. You got it. Boom, it's for free. Now let's actually move on to how we sold these phones, because of course we're buying these phones, but what are you going to do after? You're going to have to sell them, because there's no point buying a phone if you don't sell it. So stage one, selling strategies. Facebook Marketplace selling. It's the simplest way, because you're selling first of all an iPhone. We don't have to do any marketing for an iPhone. Apple has already done that for us, and it's like the biggest product in the world. An iPhone, everybody wants them, everyone's addicted to them, people can't live without them, they're amazing. You get my point. Apple's already done the marketing, and then Facebook Marketplace is a platform that does all the marketing for us again. So Facebook Marketplace selling is quite possibly the easiest way to sell anything in life. You just chuck it up, people message you and buy it. As long as it's an item that people would actually want, iPhone, people will want. Facebook Marketplace does the marketing for us. So it's super simple. What it actually is legitimately selling an iPhone on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people watching this right now already know what Facebook Marketplace is, but for the people who do not know what Facebook Marketplace is, it's just a local marketplace selling platform where you chuck stuff up on that you want to sell, people message you to buy it, you organize a time to meet up or meet at a place, whatever, then they buy it, or vice versa, then you sell it. So how I actually taught Max. So first of all, we'll go into his actual listing so you guys can see his listing of a phone. So this was his exact listing, and what I actually taught him to make this the best listing as possible, because with Facebook Marketplace, it is so easy to sell phones if you have a really good ad, because if you're listing at the same price as everybody else, being the median price, because you want to sell it at market value, you don't want to sell it above market value because no one's going to buy it, but you want to sell at market value with the best listing, because when somebody is in search for an iPhone and they see 5 listings, all the same prices, if yours has the best photo and the best title and the best description, they're going to buy your phone out of anybody else's, because it's the same phone, same price, but you have the best listing, marketing, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, how I taught him. So as we can see, these photos are very clear. You can see what the phone is, except for this stupid, what's that, an air fryer behind it. Don't worry about it. Photos are great. The goal with the photos is to just show them everything and make the photos look very nice. So what this contains is a good background. You don't want the background to be your toes on the floor or the carpet or anything stupid like that. You want it to be a clear, like a singular color surface. So this was obviously his kitchen counter, or you can do your desk, or you can do your kitchen table, whatever, just a single color. I would say go for something either wood or white. Don't do any like stupid, like I don't know if some people have like a red desk, but don't do a red desk. Keep it to like a base normal color, because otherwise a red desk just looks scammy. But my point is, here, if you get the box, you always want to use the box in the photo. You always want to show battery health percentage if it's a good battery health percentage. Then show a front of the phone, back of the phone, and you also want to make sure you actually clean the phone so the phone looks all good. So all you got to do is, so you don't have smudges in the photos, you just wipe the phone. Boom, that's simple. You don't have smudges on the photo. And a smudge on the photo, me personally, if I was buying a phone and I saw somebody's finger smudges on the phone, I ain't buying that shit, bro. That's disgusting. That's grim. So I wouldn't do that. Next is show another angle of the phone, another angle of the phone. Like, it's genuinely that simple. Just good quality photos. The best way I like to tell everybody is, if you were buying a phone, make your ad as if you were buying that phone and what you would like to see. So if you were buying a phone, you wouldn't want to see a photo of a phone with your toes in the bottom left. You wouldn't want to see somebody taking a photo of their phone in their mirror. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is my phone, taking a photo in the mirror. Like, no, you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want somebody taking a photo of their phone on their bed. You wouldn't want any of that. And you wouldn't want there to be 2 photos. You would want to see more. You wouldn't want their title to just be iPhone. That's it. And you wouldn't want their description to just be iPhone, pick up location here. No. So what you want to do is you want to see a very good ad that builds trust and is credible and shows everything you need. It's very descriptive. So next to the title is you stick to this simple, it's just simple. You state the iPhone, you state the model, you state the gigabyte storage space, then you state the condition. Simple. You do that with every other iPhone you ever get. So let's say you get another iPhone and it's an iPhone 11. You state iPhone 11, it's 64 gigabyte, iPhone 11, 64 gigabyte, great condition, perfect condition, pristine condition, A+ condition, whatever the condition is. Do not add anything else. Do not say it's unlocked. Do not say the battery health percentage. Don't say it comes with a case. Don't, just keep it simple like that. Next is the description. You just want to be descriptive, but there's certain points in the description you always want to hit. So first of all, you always want to hit the condition. The first thing you want to say is, this iPhone 13 Pro is in what condition? And let's say it's in amazing condition. You want to say whatever you can to make it sound amazing. So you can say, lived in a case and a screen protector its whole life, or not a single scratch, not a single crack, not a single dent. Or you can say, I don't know, looks like it just came out the box. Feel free to check it out yourself. Just things that are reassuring. And another thing you want to then talk about is the functions. You want to say all the functions work perfectly. Feel free to check any on arrival. Or if you want to be more techie with it, you can say this phone has been through a 30-point test and every single function works perfectly and how it should be. Feel free to check out on arrival. Stuff simple like that. And battery health. Battery health is, say the percentage. Don't just say that. Don't just say battery health is 92%, full stop. You want to say battery health is 92%. And it is amazing. It lasts all day, every day, easily. Maybe even 2 days. Like, that's something you can say. A couple extra words typing, and people just are that much more reassured. Because another thing is, people don't know what battery health percentage is. People might see 88%. So what? The iPhone only charges to 88%, and then they'll be confused. But then you just back it up with something reassuring. It's amazing. It lasts all day, every day. And then you want to state iCloud unlocked, network unlocked, and then you want to say, me personally, I don't ever say reset or ready to go, but you can definitely say that because it's just another form of reassurance. But that is a breakdown of his ad. And for pricing, how me and Max actually did it, just so, because, you know, he's my student, so I've got to give him the best support possible. I told him every single phone he was ever selling or buying to actually message me the pricing. So as you can see right here, would a 12 256 go for 470? I say 480 to 500 depending on condition of battery. He tells me the condition of the battery. I tell him the exact price I listed up at, and of course it did in fact sell at that price because I actually got myself aware with Max's Facebook Marketplace area. So I actually, like, I do it with all my students. I make sure I know all the values of all the phones in all the areas so I can be at like consistent great help and always, you know, tell them the exact prices to buy phones and sell phones at. But that is pretty much stage one of everything we did. Go back to the top. So that was stage one and how he got to $1,000 per week. It was basically just learning the ropes, learning the foundation, learning the basics of actually how a mobile phone business works. We didn't get into all the complicated stuff because it's like anything in life. If you're a complete beginner, there's no point in learning how to make money from Jeff Bezos because his information is not going to be helpful at all. Like, he's going to teach you how to make $1 billion business, not actually how to do those first 2 steps. Like, that's 45 steps ahead. You, as a beginner, need to know the first step, the second step, then the third step. You master the first step, you go to the second step, you master the second step, you go to the third, etc. You get to that point. So that is exactly what we did for Max. In month 1, we just focused completely on just learning the ropes, understanding the game, and once you understand the game, we then move into implementing the strategies and systems to get to the point where he's actually making these $9,000, $11,000 months. So that's where we come to stage 2. This is implementing the strategies that increase profits by 3 times the amount. This is also how we made $5,210 in the past 3 weeks inside stage 2. Also, like I said in the interview, Max did say he made $6,500 during stage 2. So we'll go down. Stage 2 contained 2 amazing strategies. So the first one is the phone finding software. So this is a software that only I and my students have access to, and something that I give my students for free just to scale up their business, the mobile phone business, as soon as possible. Like, it's just connections I have. Like, being the biggest person on social media talking about a mobile phone business, everybody reaches out to me. I have all the connections in the game, full stop. So this is something that I implement in all my students' businesses. Coming up to stage 2, this is the phone finder software. So this software, it pretty much finds phones for you. You don't have to do Facebook Marketplace anymore. This software does absolutely everything for you. It's literally like a printing money thing. Obviously, it does all the hard work. All you have to do is actually do the easy work. And what I mean by that is this will find you phones. Like, this does all the phone finding for you on Facebook Marketplace. It finds you the phones to negotiate with, finds you the phones to instantly buy, and all you gotta do is just get the notification on your phone. Oh, this phone has been listed in this area at this price, and all you gotta do is say, sold, I'll pick up right now, or sold, can you deliver to this area? Boom, that's all you gotta do. So the phone finder software, like how we actually did this was I have the connection. All I did was tell them to download the app. This is the app right there. They downloaded the app. I gave them my personal code. So all they have to do is post in my code, make an account. They get it for free. Like they just get it for free. And then they set up the bot. I tell them how to set up the bot. It is pretty simple though. Inside the app, all you're gonna do is add a search, add what you wanna search, add your area, and add that you wanna search it on Facebook Marketplace. You can also search on eBay and other local listing apps depending on where you live. So in America, Craigslist, OfferUp, whatever the hell they are. If you're in Australia, Gumtree. So that's my point. That's how to do it. All I had to do was just, here you go. Here's my phone finder software. Boom. They had it. That simple. The benefits of this is it's easy. You don't have to manually check Facebook Marketplace anymore. It literally just bings you. Like that's all it does. Like boom, here's a phone. Super easy. Speed. This is another one. So you can only manually check so much. Let's say you check every 20 minutes. You can miss out on a phone in that time. So this just provides that speed of within 30 seconds of a phone listing, So not a single person, maybe like 99% of the time, you'll be the first person to ever see a phone. The only time somebody will see a phone before you, it's just rare. Because like the first 30 seconds of it being listing, you get a notification that it's been listed. So you are usually the first person to ever see a cheap phone or see a normal priced phone. So either you can, the cheap phone, instantly buy it, or the average market value phone, be the first person to negotiate with them. Because being on Facebook Marketplace, majority of sellers are actually negotiable. So if you're the first one to negotiate for another $50, $100, you will more than likely get accepted before anybody else because you're the first one to do it. Next is opportunity. This is a very good benefit. You will not miss out on a single opportunity. Like I said, manually searching, there's that 20-minute window, 15-minute window, 30-minute window, however many minutes it is, depending on how you last searched. You can miss out on an amazing phone. It has happened to me before I had this software and I was purely manually checking. There's been countless times I've missed out on a phone with $400 profit. How upset that made me feel, seeing I just missed out on $400 profit from my mobile phone business with a single phone, like 20 minutes of work. Yeah, it's a real bad feeling. This software cuts that out. No more. The opportunity will never be missed. And another one is automation. Like I said before, automates everything for you, finds all the phone. It does all the hard work. Actually getting these phones, finding the cheap ones is the hard work. All you got to do is message them, buy it. That's the easy work because it's just straightforward. You know what you got to do. But yes, phone finder software just automates that all for you. But next strategy is the cash for phone ads. So what this is ads. So this can be organic ads, this can be paid ads, but in this certain stage 2 of the strategy, I teach all my students purely the organic ads, purely the free ads. So it doesn't cost them a single dollar. But what these are is, look, here's a photo right here. This is pretty much what it is. Sell your unwanted phones. Do you have a phone you no longer want and you want to sell it for extra cash? We got you now, get a free quote now. So it's pretty straightforward. You buy people's unwanted iPhones. Super straightforward. And the goal with this is you buy that phone from them, people come to you, and like people just come to you with phones that they want to sell. Leads roll in. With phones that they want to sell, you buy it off them, obviously at a price at which you can then sell it again to make a minimum $150 profit. That's all it is. It's just an ad. It's like as if you were to make a poster and slap it in your, go to your church or some crap, make a poster and slap it on the community board. That is exactly what this is. So it's pretty much just an ad for people to see, to then sell you their unwanted, old, damaged, broken, brand new phones, whatever the phone is. So then you can then profit off it and make a minimum of $150. And how to actually do this. This is quite a long thing, so I'm not going to cover this in this video, but right here, as you can see right here, a 40-minute free course. This is the most valuable video. No, it is not posted on YouTube. The only way you can actually get access to this video is by watching this point right here. So this is incredibly valued. This is a 40-minute workshop free course of exactly how to do cash for phone ads, exactly what they are, breaking them down amazingly, humongously, whatever the word is, how to actually do them, all the benefits and secrets that nobody except for me and my inner circle know of. So getting this video for free is quite honestly extremely valuable, because what I've noticed with this cash for phone ads, on average, double my students' profits in stage 2. As we can see right here, stage 2, he did absolutely crazy. So, and that was pretty much I'm gonna say 60% due to the fact of cash phone ads. So this right here usually adds 5K per month to my students' mobile phone businesses. So basically I could value this at minimum 5K. Like, that's how valuable this video is, because after you watch this video, you will know exactly how to make 5K per month from a single strategy inside a mobile phone business. So this video is extremely valuable. It's 40 minutes long. It's not on YouTube. It's purely a Loom video. You can chuck it in 1.5x playback speed, so you can get through it in like, what, 28 minutes instead? I don't know the math. But link in the description so you can check it out. But the benefits of this is scalability. It is a whole new strategy which you can implement extremely easily, and it'll make you minimum $5,000 per month. Like, it is crazy scalability. Another thing is profitability. You're hitting a market of people who have unwanted phones. And what's an unwanted phone? An unwanted phone is a phone that is probably sitting in somebody's drawer doing absolutely nothing except for collecting dust. So being in that drawer, you then reach these people who are like, damn, I got that motherfucking iPhone 12 Pro Max sitting in my drawer. I should probably sell it, I'll hopefully get some good cash for it. Then they message you, then you give them a really good price at which you can buy and sell for like a minimum of $250 profit. And most of the times they say yes, because that phone was originally sitting in their drawer collecting dust for $0. And all of a sudden, now they got, let's say you offer them $250 in Australia, in my place right now. If somebody messaged me with a 12 Pro Max saying, hey, how much would you give it to me for? I would then say, I always say like $350, because I can then sell that for $600. So I make a minimum of $250 profit. I like to aim high profits on my cash for phone ads in comparison to the Facebook Marketplace methods, because it's a bit hard to make more than $150 from a Facebook Marketplace method unless you have really good luck, right? But with these, you can just get like $250 profit on average with these phones. $250. That is like 2 times most people's daily pay off a single phone, which takes 20 minutes of work. And another thing is, it's easy. Posting these every single day takes about 5 minutes out your day. 5 minutes. That is absolutely it. And another thing about these ads are they are compounding. Once you post one of these ads, it will continuously bring in leads forever. So you post one of these and it will continuously roll in. So once you have over 100 of these free ads, I like to clarify free, because a lot of people hear the words ads and get scared because it costs money. Free. Completely free, completely organic. You post one of these, they continue rolling in leads to the point where you've posted one every single day for over 3 months. You have 90 ads continuously rolling in leads, continuously rolling in people trying to sell you their phones. That's how Max, matter of fact, reached these $11,000 months, because the compound effect over time of posting these ads every single day. This is something I just so wholeheartedly believe. You have to just focus on posting these every single day. Cash for phone ads are the best strategy in a mobile phone business, full stop, because they're free and the amount of money they bring in is crazy. The return on investment is just mind-blowing, right? So if you want to know exactly how to do that, once you've finished watching this video and you click off, watch this or watch the student interview. I've given you 2 amazing pieces of value to watch. But yes, and just to clarify, another thing about cash for phone ads, these are also done on Facebook. They're done on Facebook Marketplace and they're done on Facebook groups. Those 2. There's also paid ads, which is a whole nother story. That is how people like me get to $20,000 months. Or matter of fact, in December last year, 2023, I did a $28,000 in profit month. And a lot of that is also contributing to things like paid ads. A paid ad is another thing I teach all my students, but that is kind of like a stage 4 or a stage 5 thing, depending where they are at in their time. But yes, cash for phone ads are done on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups, but that is stage 2, and that is how Max increased his profits and implemented strategies that increased his profits by 3 times the amount, and that's how he's able to do $6,500 in a single month of profit in his second month. Yet again, like I was saying, guys, just before, for a mobile phone business, it's just focusing on pushing, just focusing on making money, implementing and plug and play strategies as you go along to then increase your profits. So it's literally just focusing on making money. There is no learning curve. Maybe that, okay, there is a learning curve. It's about 3 days long. It's about 2 days long. Depends how quickly you can adapt on this information, but it is that straightforward. You focus on making money. That is it. That is why I love this business model over anything else. There is no 3-month learning curve of binging content to then, like, let's say you decide to do growth operating. People spend 3 months learning it. Then they spend 3 months outreaching, cold DMs, getting no replies. They spend another 3 months getting that first ever client. And they spend 3 months on that client. Like, it's so many months. But mobile phone business, you just make money. Because in the end of the day, what are you here for? Making money. So that's what we focus on here. Then finally, month 3, otherwise known as stage 3, this was him scaling to $9,000 per month. As you can see right here, $9,000 profit last month in July. So, stage 3 had 3 strategies. So these are the strategies. First of all, we have a repairer. What a repairer is replacing a repairer inside of your mobile phone business. It's straightforward. You just get a repairer. A repairer is somebody who fixes your damaged or broken phones. So you just, get your phones fixed. And how we actually did this for Max is because I'm, like I said before, the biggest mobile phone business enthusiast in the entire of social media. Matter of fact, basically the entire world, because everything's done on social media. So I have all the connections. So what I did is I just gave Max a repairer. That's all I did. I gave Max a repairer inside of his area. I got him this repairer and boom. It was that simple for Max. It'd be a little bit different for you guys if you aren't my student. If you aren't my student, it's pretty simple. You just have to find repairers, send them a certain script, so then you can organize them and like make a deal between you two for him to fix your phones. In return, you're giving him a lot of business, and in return, he gives you discounted prices. That is what it is. That's how to do it. But for Max, how we actually in fact did it was I just connected him with a person. Full stop. The benefits of this is scalability, because before stage 1 and stage 2, he was not touching any cracked phones, not touching any broken phones. And by touching and starting to buy broken phones, getting them fixed up for extremely cheap prices, and then selling them as, fixed phones, it just can scale your business by so much. Like, this can legitimately add like 1.5x to your business, like it did for Max. Being $9,000 and now $11,000 per month consistently. And the profitability on it, because damaged phones, there's a huge market for damaged phones, but the perceived value of a damaged phone is terrible. People crack a phone on the back and the front. They think it's worth like $500 less than like the phone without the cracked front and back. So they sell it for dirt cheap. You get it fixed up for dirt cheap. You make a huge profit. Like broken phones, if I check my tracker of my mobile phone business by the monthly basis, I can see that my broken phones bring me an average profit of $220 profit. And it stayed around that for months on end, right? So for me personally, average $220. That's somebody's salary per broken phone. And the market for broken phone is huge. Like I said, it's another type of thing where people leave broken phones in their drawers. You get what I mean? Another thing is opportunity. Broken phones, like I said, is a huge market. And by opening that door to those broken phones, you've just doubled your amount of market. And this is how you get to those $20,000 months like I have in only 9 months. So that are the benefits. Next is we have wholesaling. Yet again, me being the biggest mobile phone business enthusiast in the entire world on social media. I have wholesalers reaching out to me all the time, and I have the best wholesaler in the game. I have the cheapest wholesaler in the entire world. And obviously you can get it a little bit cheaper by being the wholesaler yourself, but tell me, how do you become a wholesaler? That's my point exactly. So I have the best connection to the best wholesaler in the entire world, full stop. And what it is box delivered to your doorstep, phones with a minimum of $120 profit on it. You literally can get $1,000 of profit delivered to your doorstep at a click of a button. That is basically what wholesale is. And how Max got this, I gave him the connection. Hey Max, here's the wholesaler's phone number. He gets the wholesaler's phone number, boom. All he has to do is order phones. Legitimately that simple. This is a thing for only me, my students, and my inner circle, because it is probably the most valuable thing ever. You can literally just click of a button and order profit to your doorstep. It is that seriously amazing. So yes, that is, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I can't give you value right now. I've given you a lot of value so far, but I cannot legitimately tell you. Actually, I can tell you how to get a wholesaler. You have to build an audience as large as mine in a mobile phone business. But to get to that point, you have to run a mobile phone business. So look, I can't help you guys there. I'm just being honest, but how Max got it was purely by being my student. I connected him with a wholesale for free. Boom, done. He got access to clicking a button and getting profit shipped to his doorstep. But benefits of this, consistency. You can buy as many phones whenever the hell you want. So you can consistently have a flow of phones. You don't have to rely on anything else. Another thing is ease of access. Like I said, click of a button. Another thing is opportunity. A very good opportunity I would get into is trade-ins. But the reason why is you will have a lot more phones. And when you have a lot more phones, you'll sell more phones. When you have a lot more phones, you'll also get a lot more trade-ins. And that leads us into trade-ins. What is a trade-in? A trade-in is when somebody sees your phone for sale, they want to buy your phone, and they want to get a discount on that phone. So they trade in their old phone. And why you would take trade-ins? Because you can then make a profit on another phone. So right now, I'm going to use my Celsius can on my phone to demonstrate this. You're selling an iPhone 12 Pro Max. They have an iPhone 11. They want to buy your 12 Pro Max and they want to trade in their iPhone 11 to seem like they're getting this for cheaper. So now, by implementing a trade-in, you instantaneously get a lot more scalability because you are going to sell your phones faster, because it gives people more opportunity to buy a phone by trading in their old phone. Because everywhere pretty much, you have to just buy the phone. You have to buy the phone outright in cash or get a plan, but by giving them access to getting a discount off it by trading in their phone, it just ups the amount of phones you can sell. But then the biggest benefit of us is the profitability you can make on this phone. When somebody trades in their phone, you're not just going to buy it and then sell it at the exact same price and make no more money. No, you want to make another $150 profit out of this. So by somebody literally just seeing your phone, so you get a bunch of phones in, right? Your mobile phone business, you're getting a bunch of phones. Then by having a bunch of Tradeins, you can get a bunch of trade-ins. So then somebody buys this phone. So you sell a phone and then you get another phone to make another $150 minimum profit on. So it's literally just like 2xing your money. Like selling a phone and 2xing your profits yet again. Somebody sees your phone, they want to sell their phone and trade it in for a discount. iPhone 11, you can sell this for $350. You give them a $200 discount off your 12 Pro Max. Okay, that sounds amazing. I'm getting a discount. Buy it. You sell this again for another $150 profit. That's the best way I can explain it. It's pretty simple, but just for you guys to understand. But yes, profitability. You are just profiting another $150 on a phone and you didn't have to do anything for it but sell a phone and get a trade-in. Next is scalability. The more phones you have, the more trade-ins you get, the more money you will make. So that $28,000 a month, the reason why I had a $28,000 a month is a lot of it was due to trade-ins. I was getting like a trade-in per day. So just off trade-ins, I probably made an extra $5,000 that month, or $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 per month. I don't know the exact figures, but I made that much extra that month due to trade-ins. And the reason why was I entered that month with 70 phones in stock. 70 phones in stock. That might sound crazy to you guys, but for me, it's really not that crazy because I'm at that point on my mobile phone business when I'm making that much money and reinvesting profits is not an issue for me. But I made $28,000 in December 2023 due to the fact that I had 70 phones in stock. All right. That's why the scalability is crazy. The more you can just scale, just keep scaling. Next thing is opportunity. Like I already said, you're opening an opportunity for you to sell more phones because you're doing trades, and an opportunity for you to buy more phones because people are trading in. Another thing is compounding. I just talked about this before, but yes, like the more phones you get, the more trade-ins you get, the more money you make. Honestly, the whole point of a mobile phone business is you build strategies and then you let it compound. Like most times out of 10, you will make more money than the month before because mobile phone business just continues compounding. Because first of all, when you buy more phones, you have more stock. When you have more stock, you sell more phones, you get more trade-ins, you make more money. When you have more money, you get more phones, you get more stock. When you post more cash for phone ads, you get more phones. Everything just compounds and compounds and compounds to the point where every single month, I basically start with minimum 40 phones in stock. And those 40 phones right there have a minimum of $10,000 profit on them. So I'm making, I could right now, being the 4th of October, I could not buy a single more phone. I could just sit there, arms up, and make, probably still make $10, $11, $12, $13,000 this month. Obviously, I want to make $20,000 a month, so I continue buying phones. But my point is, it's just using that compound effect right here. I've actually got a little bit of a graph, you could say. But this is how it works. So pretty much, the more time and consistency is the more money you make. It's that simple. The more time and consistency is the more money you make. Let's say you just do time. You just spend time, but you don't spend consistency. Time's gone by. One day you post a cash for phone ad. One day, you don't reinvest more profits or just whatever it is. You stop being consistent, time will go by. You won't make any more money. Yes, you can be consistent for one day, but obviously over time, one day is not enough time to be, find success with consistency. But time, consistency leads into the compound effect, which makes you hella money. That's why I'm making $20,000 per month. And that's why Max was able to scale so fast. He was able to go from $1,000 in his first week, $6,500 in his second month, $9,000 in his third month. I think he hit $11,000 the month after that. And just the month before, he made $11,500. In 5-6 months, he's already at $11,000 per month, and it's continuously going up. Max will get to $20,000 per month, probably in his 9th month, just like me. That is how crazy it is, the time and consistency. Also, Max, if you're watching this, the only reason you're going to get to that point is if you fucking stay consistent and give it time and you let the compounding effect do its thing. So this is for Max right now. Continue being consistent over time and you will get to that point. That goes for anybody actually watching this. Stay consistent over time and you will make that money. It is that straightforward and that simple. But that has been Max's case study on how he got to $9,000 per month in only 3 months. And if you want to make $9,000 per month in 3 months, just like Max, with my support, you pretty much just get everything like that. You get my point. All you're gonna do is click the first link in the description,